Hey everybody, it's Becky. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys don't mind my voice. I have a cold and I hate to do this to you because who knows how long this video is going to be out there and people are going to be like, is that what she always sounds like? I don't always sound this like nasally and weird and raspy, but I have a collaboration today with two amazing YouTube moms and I didn't want to be late and be the one that says, I can't do it guys. So hopefully you guys can put up with my voice long enough for me to make this video and be able to focus on the video because I have some great tips for you guys on how to have a stress-free and organized Christmas. And I am collaborating on this video with two amazing YouTube moms, Tiffany from Beauty and the Beastons. I have worked with her before, and Justine from the channel Justine Marie. Both of those girls have super channels with lots of mom videos, cleaning, recipe videos, mommy lifestyle. So make sure you check out the links for their stress-free and organized tips videos in the description box below, and also subscribe to their channel because you will love both of them. If you're coming to me from either of those ladies' channels, hey and welcome. I hope you enjoy my stress-free and organized tips for this video and that you will stick around to my channel and find lots of other videos that are helpful and that you will subscribe and become part of my YouTube channel family. So as I said, Tiffany and Justine and I are going to be sharing with you guys our best stress-free and organized Christmas tips, hacks, if you will. If you have kids, now is the perfect time to go through their closets and their playroom and under their bed and really get rid of or pack away toys that they no longer play with, that are broken, or that you can pass down to a younger sibling or to a relative, because you know they're going to be getting lots of toys for Christmas from you and all their other relatives. And if you don't make room for those new toys, then you're just going to have this huge heap to deal with after Christmas. So now's a good time to really go through, sort through their closets, get rid of things, have them help you make choices of what they don't want to play with anymore and what they can get rid of to make room for new toys. So speaking from toys and gifts from relatives and all those family parties they go to, what we usually do is bring a big box or even a laundry basket and put it in our car for each girl. That way when we go to the family's houses, as they get their gifts, we put their gifts in each respective basket, and it makes it so much easier when you get home because all of their toys are in one place. You just have to carry the basket into the house. We usually put it straight in their bedrooms. They usually go through and unpack everything the next day, but it makes it so much easier. It's easy to get to and from your family's house, to get into your house, to keep things organized. You don't lose things if they're all in one place and you know where those things are. And that's something we've done the last few years now, and it really does help to, if you're traveling around to open presents at different people's houses, it really does help to keep your kids' toys organized and together. And it helps you from having this huge mass of toys like stacked on the kitchen table or something from when you've just brought them in the house. But one of the worst parts about Christmas is the aftermath of all of those boxes. I like to keep the boxes. I want to keep the boxes, but we can't keep boxes for everything. So what I usually do is I will cut the barcode off of the box or the toy, and then I'll attach it to the instruction booklet and then keep that with my other instruction manuals. I have a file box in my garage where I keep all of our instruction manuals, and we have a folder specifically for toys. And so whenever they get a toy, we cut the barcode off, attach to the instruction booklet, and put it in there with all the other instruction booklets. That way, if they have to return it or exchange it or it breaks or something, I've still got the barcode and I've got the instruction book, but I don't have this huge bulky box. Even better, if you have the receipt from the person that gave them the gift, attach the receipt to it as well. And that way you have everything you need in one spot to be able to make any returns or exchanges of gifts. Speaking of gifts, nothing is more stressful than spending too much money on gifts and then having to pay a bunch of bills after Christmas. So it's really important right now, as maybe you're beginning your Christmas shopping, to go ahead and set a budget that you can afford that will not require you to live off of credit card debt. To go ahead and set that budget now and for each person so that you know how much you can afford. And maybe that will also help you realize maybe you can't afford as much as you thought. Maybe you can hand make some gifts or something like that. But it's a really good time to set a budget and stick to it. And also make sure you include in there any shopping you plan to do on Black Friday or Cyber Monday. I think a lot of times we see gifts for people on Black Friday or Cyber Monday that we want to get. We may also see things that we want or that we've been in the market for a while, but we haven't purchased because the price wasn't right, and maybe it's an awesome price. But if you don't set that in your budget and you go ahead and buy it, then you're going to have this bill after Christmas that you may or may not be able to afford. And especially if you're having to charge that on a credit card and you're not going to pay it off when the bill comes, you're going to be paying interest on this thing for who knows how long. So in the long run, it may actually not save you any money by getting it on Black Friday if you have to buy it on credit and you can't afford it and you have to pay interest on it. So make sure when you're setting your budget for gifts, you also set aside some money for any Black Friday and Cyber Monday shopping that you plan to do for yourself so that you can afford all of those things and you don't have all these bills to deal with in January. And when it comes to wrapping gifts, I mean, everybody's different, but I think it helps to wrap everything at once. For me, at least in my setup, I don't have access all the time to my wrapping paper, my bows, my tape, my tags, my ribbon. It's all kind of under my bed in different boxes. So for me to get that out every time I need to wrap one gift would be really obnoxious. So what I usually do is once I have everything, I will wrap everything at once. Yes, it takes me a little bit of a longer chunk of time, but I'm only having to get that stuff out one time, wrap everything up, and then put it back where it belongs. I don't have to deal with it again. And I think it's fun. I listen to Christmas music or I watch YouTube videos and I get all my wrapping done and I'm done for the entire season. So we talked about gifts. The next category that I think really trip people up at Christmas is stress and schedules. We all have places to be and things to do and places to go, and it just really makes everybody so stressed out where you cannot enjoy the holidays. So I have a couple tips for that as well. The first thing I want to say is about your everyday life. Stick to your regular cleaning schedule as much as possible, because if you're like me, nothing stresses you out more than having a huge mess in your house. Dirty dishes in the sink, stuff on the counters, things piled on the table, dirt on the floor. I hate that kind of stuff. So try to stick to your regular cleaning routine as much as possible. Being out of routine really causes a lot of adults and children a lot of extra stress and anxiety. So try to keep up with your cleaning schedule, your laundry, even nap time and playtime and things like that for your kids. Try to keep those things as consistent and normal as possible. Another way to reduce stress during the holidays is to make sure you're scheduling time for exercise. Even if you don't work out every day, but you're going out and you're taking a walk or you're doing something that's going to burn off some calories, it'll help get rid of your anxiety, to get rid of some stress, and it might also help to counteract some of those Christmas cookies that you've been eating. So exercise is really important all year round, but especially in times when you're eating too much, you're inside, you're stressed. So try to get some exercise at least a couple times a week, especially during the holiday season. My next tip is to not do something just because somebody expects you to or you think you should. This is a time of year when we're all part of different organizations and fundraisers and toy drives, and those things are amazing, but everybody is going to want you to do the one for them. They're going to want you to do Toys for Tots, and they're going to want you to do Operation Christmas Child, and they're going to want you to volunteer at the church, and they're going to want you to help out with the kids choir. They're going to want you to do all of these things, and it's great to help out, and it's awesome to volunteer, especially this time of year. Really make sure that you are volunteering for those projects that you are truly passionate about, and not just because you feel obligated to do it, because that's not doing it in the right spirit, and it's just going to cause you extra stress because you're going to be doing too many things, you're going to have too many obligations, and it's really going to stress you out. So pick those couple things that you really are motivated by, you're really inspired by to do, and do those things and just say no to everything else. Christmas season goes so fast. The time between Thanksgiving and Christmas seems like the blink of an eye. So really make sure when you're planning out your week and you're planning out your days that you are scheduling time, even if you literally have to schedule it on your to-do list, that you're scheduling time for those traditions and those activities that you and your family really enjoy during the holiday season. So whether that is ice skating with your kids or going to look at Christmas lights and even watching certain Christmas movies. There are certain Christmas movies that I want to watch every Christmas season, and if I don't get to watch them, it just doesn't feel right. So make sure that you're making time in your day to do those things that are really important to you. It's a fun thing to do to actually have a Christmas bucket list. So you sit down with your kids, and just like you'd make any bucket list, but it's all about Christmas. So what do your kids want to do for Christmas, between Thanksgiving and Christmas? What movies do they want to watch? What activities do they want to do? Any crafts they want to have? Caroling, going ice skating, anything like that. It's a really fun way to it's a really fun activity to do with your kids to make a Christmas bucket list, but it also helps you to kind of stay accountable to those things that really are important to you and your family during the holiday season. And my third and last category for a stress-free and organized Christmas is Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. I have just a couple tips to how to really handle these and make them the most enjoyable as possible. And the first one is, If you have pets and you have family coming over on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day and your pets tend to get a little hyper, try to make sure that you wear them out a little bit ahead of time before the guests arrive. Nothing is more annoying for you as the hostess or somebody as a guest when you go into their house and their dog is like going nuts. So take your dog for a nice long walk or play ball in the yard or something to get out all that extra energy so they're not just like the Tasmanian devil whenever your guests walk in. My second tip is to turn off your phone. It's really distracting to be opening presents or eating Christmas dinner or something like that when somebody's phone is going off and they're answering emails or they're texting somebody. So just turn your phone off to really get rid of those distractions so you can actually focus on spending quality time with your family and your friends. My last tip for a stress-free and organized Christmas is to relax and find the joy in the day. There are so many big moments that happen around Christmas time, but there are also little moments that happen. Those little times that you can find so much joy in. Sitting by the Christmas tree and drinking hot chocolate, watching your kids' faces as they open presents, volunteering at different events and things that you're passionate about. Those things are really what you should be finding joy in and focusing on. And Christmas is the celebration of Jesus' birth. And whether you are depressed, low on money, unemployed, you're single and you're not happy about it, you're married and you're not happy in your marriage, whatever your situation is, this day is an amazing day that is a gift to literally everyone. So really try to relax and be joyful in that. So those are my best tips for a stress-free and organized Christmas. I really hope that they were helpful for you guys and help you to have a really amazing Christmas season. It's my favorite time of the year. I don't like the cold weather, but I do love Christmas, and there is something magical about the Christmas season. So I really hope you guys enjoy these tips to help you guys be stress-free and as organized as possible. Make sure that you check out Tiffany's video and Justine's video in the description box below. I'm really excited to hear what their tips and tricks are for a stress-free and organized Christmas. I'm sure they'll have amazing ideas. So make sure you check out their videos. Make sure you subscribe to their channels. And if you're not subscribed to my channel yet, I would love to have you subscribe. I do videos every single week about mom life and organizing and cleaning and tips and tricks and raising kids and homeschooling and mom life and Disney videos. And I promise I don't always sound like this. So make sure that you subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of the videos that I do every single week. Give this video a big thumbs up if you liked it. And I hope you guys have an amazing Christmas, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.